Dear viewers, this is the second video on Mars. The link of the first video has been provided in the description for your convenience. In the first video, we have discussed about Mars and its features, reasons for frequent Mars missions, and the future of settlement on Mars. Now, let's continue today's segment by looking at some important previous Mars missions. If we look at the beginning of Mars missions, it was started in the 1960s to 1970s. Various attempts were made to reach Mars, but the first success was achieved with Mariner 4 by NASA. It was launched on 28 November 1964 and was the first to fly by Mars and sent 21 photos of the red planet back to Earth. The next important mission was Soviet Union's Mars 3. It was a lander and orbiter mission launched on 28 May 1971. The lander worked for only a few seconds on the surface before failing, but the orbiter worked successfully. Another NASA's mission was Mariner 9, launched on 30th May 1971. It spent nearly a year orbiting the red planet and returned 7,329 photos. Thereafter, in the 1970s and 1980s, NASA sent two pairs of orbiters and landers towards Mars in 1975 called Viking 1 and Viking 2. Each spacecraft lasted years and transmitted reams of information back to Earth. During the 1990s, Mars Global Surveyor was launched by NASA on 7 November 1996. It mapped the red planet from pole to pole, revealing many ancient signs of water such as gullies and hematite. Next important mission in the 1990s was NASA's Pathfinder lander and Sojourner rover, which arrived at Mars in July 1997. The lander was the first to use a set of airbags to cushion the landing, and Sojourner was the first rover to trundle around on Mars. Another feature during the 1990s was Japan's entry to the mission to Mars Arena with Nozomi, which launched on 4 July 1998. Now we will talk about the missions that were launched in this 21st century. First such important mission was NASA's Mars Odyssey, launched on March 7, 2001. The spacecraft has returned about 350,000 images and mapped global distribution of several elements. Then, European Space Agency launched its lander orbiter called Mars Express or Beagle 2 on 2nd June 2003. In the year 2004, NASA's two rovers, Spirit and Opportunity, were sent to surface of Mars. Each discovered ample evidence that water once flowed on the red planet. Again in the year 2005, NASA launched Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. The mission has returned more data than all previous Mars missions combined and continues to send high-resolution data of red planet features and weather. NASA then sent powerful rover Curiosity at Gale Crater in 2012 to search for signs of ancient habitable environments. Its major findings include finding previously water-soaked areas, detecting methane on the surface, and finding organic compounds. In 2016, European Space Agency's ExoMars program, which is a collaboration with Russia, launched an orbiter called the Trace Gas Orbiter and a demonstration lander called Schiaparelli. NASA's MAVEN was launched in November 2013. It continues to observe changes in the Martian atmosphere to better understand why it thinned over billions of years. In 2018, NASA sent Mars InSight to the red planet to probe the interior structure of Mars in detail for the first time. India's Mars Orbiter mission successfully achieved orbit in 2014 to image the entire planet, providing a unique perspective on its weather and surface features. Now we will be discussing some of the recent missions to Mars. The first mission we will be discussing is India's Mars Orbiter mission or Mangalyaan. It was launched on 5th November 2013 using a Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle rocket C-25 by the ISRO, and it reached Mars on 24 September 2014. The mission cost around 450 crores, weighed 1350 kgs, traveled for 300 days, and covered 65 crore kilometers. The main objective of Mars Orbiter mission was to study Martian atmosphere, its surface, morphology, and mineralogy. It carried 5 instruments to fulfill its objective. The instruments it used for atmospheric studies were Lyman Alpha Photometer and Methane Sensor for Mars. For particle environment studies, it carried Mars Exospheric Neutral Composition Analyzer. And for surface imaging studies, the instruments were Thermal Infrared Imaging Spectrometer and Mars Color Camera. Mars Orbiter mission was also India's first interplanetary mission, and with this, ISRO has become the fourth space agency to reach Mars after the Soviet space program, NASA, and the European Space Agency. This was a milestone for India, and the mission has a very important significance for India. The mission is a technology demonstrator project to develop the technologies for design, planning, management, operations of an interplanetary mission. It is the most cost-effective interplanetary mission. ISRO spent only 450 crore on the mission, whereas NASA spent 4,000 crore of rupees on Mars Maven orbiter. As ISRO establishes reputation, it will get more contracts from foreign countries and more foreign exchange. It can also be used as a tool to exercise soft power by engaging other countries in space missions, especially third world countries and SAARC countries. The original lifeline of the mission was only 6 months, but surprisingly, the mission has outlived its life by completing 5 years of orbiting Mars. It has helped ISRO to prepare a Mars Atlas based on the images provided by the orbiter. So far, the Mars Color Camera orbiter has sent thousands of pictures totaling 2 terabytes, including close distance images of Phobos and Deimos, 2 moons of Mars. The Mars Orbiter mission is the only Martian artificial satellite that could capture the full disk of Mars in one view frame, and also took images of the far side of Deimos. Hope Mars mission. Second important recent mission is UAE's Hope Mars mission. It was announced in 2015 with the aim of creating mankind's first integrated model of the Mars atmosphere. It was developed by UAE scientists in the USA and was launched in July 2020 from the Tanegashima Space Center in Japan. It reached Mars on 9 February 2021. Talking about Hope's specifications, it weighs just 1.5 tons, about the same size as an SUV. It is expected to complete one orbit around the planet every 55 hours. The overall life of UAE's Mars mission is around 1 Martian year, which is about 687 days on Earth. If we talk about the significance of this mission, it lies in the fact that collection of data on Martian climate dynamics will help scientists understand why Mars's atmosphere is decaying into space. The mission will also analyze different data points on the atmosphere to also gauge seasonal and daily changes. Together, this will shed light on how energy and particles like oxygen and hydrogen move through the atmosphere of Mars. The mission has made UAE the 5th country after the US, Russia, China, the European Union, and India to reach the Martian orbit. Recently, it entered its science orbit from the capture orbit after completing a 510-second burn of its thrusters. The probe is now ready for its 2-year science data gathering in orbit, where it is expected to regularly survey the entire atmosphere around Mars. Tianwen-1, China's Mars mission. Next important mission we will be discussing is the Tianwen-1 Mars mission. It was launched in July 2020 on a Long March 5 rocket from Xichang, China. After 7 months of transit, it entered orbit around Mars on 10 February 2021. It carried 13 payloads, 7 orbiters and 6 rovers that will explore the planet. It is an all-in-one orbiter, lander and rover system where the orbiter is a spacecraft designed to orbit a celestial body without landing on its surface. Lander is a strong, lightweight spacecraft structure consisting of a base and 3 side petals in the shape of a tetrahedron. It is a protective shell that houses that rover and protects it, along with the airbags from the force of impact. And rover is a planetary surface exploration device designed to move across the solid surface on a planet or other planetary mass celestial bodies. Now coming to the objectives of the mission, it aims to create a geological map of Mars, explore the characteristics of the Martian soil and potentially locate water ice deposits, analyze the surface material composition, investigate the Martian atmosphere and climate at the surface, and understand the electromagnetic and gravitational fields of the planet. Moving forward to its significance, the mission will be the first to place a ground-penetrating radar on the Martian surface. It will be able to study local geology as well as rock, ice, and dirt distribution. It will also search the Martian surface for water, investigate soil characteristics, and study the atmosphere. Currently, the probe is in a polar orbit around Mars, which takes it as close as 174 miles to the surface and as far away as 36,660 miles. The spacecraft's high-resolution camera has been collecting detailed images of the target landing site in preparation for a rover landing attempt in May or June 2021. Perseverance. At last, we will talk about the latest NASA's Mars mission, Mars 2020 Perseverance rover, launched in July of 2020 aboard a United Launch Alliance Atlas V. The landing of the rover was Jezero Crater. It is fueled by electrical power by using a heat of plutonium's radioactive decay, and it is armed with drills, cameras, and lasers. Looking at its objectives, it aims to assess ancient habitability and demonstrate technology for future robotic and human exploration. The rover will be in operation for at least 1 Mars year, that is about 687 Earth days. Talking about the mission steps, it will include collection, where Perseverance will collect rock and soil samples in cigar-shaped tubes. The samples will be collected, the canisters will be sealed and left on the ground. Fetching, where a Mars Fetch rover provided by the European Space Agency will land, drive and collect all samples from different locations and return to the lander. These samples will be transferred to the Mars Ascent Vehicle, which will meet with an orbiter. And finally, the orbiter will carry the samples back to Earth. This is a very significant mission for NASA since Perseverance will carry a unique instrument, MOXIE, or Mars Oxygen ISRU experiment, which for the first time will manufacture molecular oxygen on Mars using carbon dioxide from the carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere. It will also carry Ingenuity, the first ever helicopter to fly on Mars. This is the first time NASA will fly a helicopter on another planet or satellite. And it is the planned first step to bring back rock samples from Mars for analysis in sophisticated laboratories on Earth. Ingenuity will help collect samples from the surface from locations where the rover cannot reach. Both Perseverance rover and Ingenuity landed on Mars on 18 February 2021. Their selfie together was clicked on 6th April. A camera called Watson, or Wide-Angle Topographic Sensor for Operation and Engineering, and Sherlock, scanning habitable environments with Raman and luminescence for organics and chemicals, were used to capture the image. Now we will put some light on why there are so many missions in July 2020. If we will look at UAE's Hope, China's Tianwen-1 and USA's Perseverance, they were all launched at similar times, that is in July 2020. because this is a short period of time every 26 months when Earth and Mars comes close together. The window of opportunity allows for the quickest and most efficient journey from Earth to Mars. This window closes mid-August, so if these missions decided to wait, they would have to delay until the next window, which is in 2022. Towards the end, we will see some upcoming Mars missions. First in the line is Rosalind Franklin mission. It is a joint collaboration between European Space Agency and Russian Space Agency. It aims to search for evidence of past or present life on Mars over the course of its 7-month operation. European Space Agency will provide the rover while Russian Space Agency will supply the lander. Second mission is Japan's Terahertz Explorer. The Mars Terahertz microsatellite is a joint venture of Japan's National Institute of Information and Communication Technology and the University of Tokyo Intelligent Space System Laboratory. It aims to send an orbiter and lander carrying a terahertz sensor to Mars. The terahertz sensor will be sent to the surface to measure oxygen isotope ratios in the atmosphere to better understand the chemical reaction that resupply the Martian atmosphere with carbon dioxide. Coming to India's upcoming mission, Mangalyaan 2. It is the Indian Space Research Organization's follow-up to its initial interplanetary mission to Mars. An orbiter has been announced as the main component of the mission thus far, with a lander and rover as potential additions. Japan also plans to send a probe to Mars' largest moon, Phobos, in 2025 called Martian Moons Exploration. It will land on Phobos, collect samples, and also observe the smaller moon Deimos and Mars's climate during flybys of both. The probes will then send the samples back to Earth. That's all for today. Stay tuned for the next video. Stay home, stay safe.